Hi, I'm Sarah Greenhall. Have you ever gone to work or shopping to come out and your car's covered in snow? The only way to get in is to open the door and let all the snow inside. My new venture will change that. My MVP is a new updated ice scraper with a magnetic feature that allows it to stick to the outside of your car while your car is parked. This allowing you to come out and be able to get the ice scraper and scrape off your windows without having to get snow into your car. My customer segments are broken down into 3 groups. The first is men aged 18 to 60 who own at least one car, works full-time, and loves new gadgets. These would be my early buyers, someone excited by something new, different from what everyone else has. My second segment are women 20 to 50, most likely stay-at-home moms that are running around during the day, shuffling kids to practices, running errands, things like that. And also, my third segment would be service companies with company trucks or cars that have employees in and out of people's houses all day, that constantly have to get in and out of their trucks or cars. My marketing sizing was based on the US population. I narrowed that down by men over 18, narrowed it down further by subtracting the unemployment rate, and then taking into account the 70% of people that live in snowy climates. This is my first business model canvas. It was pretty sparse, very vague, but it was a start. Next, I went on to start interviewing people. This is just a small sampling of the people I've talked to. I've gotten back both positive and negative feedback, lots of great ideas, things to think about and update and move forward with. And while I was interviewing people, I also kept this spreadsheet that answered some real quick questions. If this was a problem that they had run into, how many scrapers they have and how much they might spend on one. I did start asking where they might shop for one and what kind of social media they used, just to get some advertising ideas. Of course, my key activities include designing a new scraper with a magnetic feature. And through my interviewing process, it became apparent that we really need some options, both a car scraper that could be a little smaller, and then a truck scraper that would have a telescoping handle to allow for a longer reach. And another option that was talked about was to have de-icer in the actual scraper, and that was a great add-on. So I came up with my new MVP. Some of the suggestions or holdbacks on the people that weren't as interested were that the scraper was going to be pretty conspicuous on the outside of your car while it's parked, and the likelihood of having it stolen because people can see it. So this updated design is sleeker. It's going to blend in with the car a lot more. It will come in colors and finishes that will blend in even more. White, silver, black, burgundy, common car colors. And the scraper is going to be larger to allow quicker scraping on your window. And the bristles are also going to retract by moving that lever. This, once again, allows for it to be sleek and really low profile while it's on the outside of your car. You can also attach it down toward the bottom of the car to keep it out of the way where people won't notice it as much. The magnets are going to be on the back side of the handle, and they're going to be recessed into it so that they don't actually touch your car, keeping that sleek look. My value proposition: the snow won't be able to get into your car anymore because you'll no longer have the need to open that door before you have the snow scraped off. It'll be easy access when you come out to your car, just to grab that and clean off the snow and get out of the cold and into that car. And we have the option to add more options to it, like the de-icer, the retractable bristles, and things like that. Distribution channels are mostly going to be physical, places people stop at when they're out shopping. The ice scrapers are one of those things that when the snow's coming or is here, that's when people think about them. So we want it to be someplace grab and go real quick. My key resources are going to be those manufacturers that have the materials I need, my investors, and also the intellectual property of my design. I'd want to work with a plastics manufacturer. I also want to partner up with a de-icer company. This will give me some product recognition and also a customer base. Conair or Goody, they already make hairbrushes that have retractable bristles. So I'd like to go in and talk to them to see if we can partner up in including those retractable bristles in my ice scraper. I also want to be involved in trade shows, mainly auto shows or home shows. They'll have customers on site that would fit my customer base. Cost and revenue. Costs are going to come down to manufacturing. Advertising is going to be a big one, and distribution. My revenue stream is going to come in an existing market with new and improved options. I'm going to try and keep competitive. Those options are going to allow me to be a little bit higher. During my interviews, it was talked about being within that $15 to $25 range, depending on if it was a car scraper or one made for a truck. And then my final draft of my business model canvas has a lot more information in there. It's much more structured and specific, and keeps me real focused on those areas that I need to as I'm growing my business.